Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again to another Smite video. Today I'm going to do what I usually do when a new god comes out, and that is give you guys my first impressions, thoughts, and like a little preview of the new god. So as you can tell here, we have the new god. You can call him Susano, Susano, Susan, whatever you want. I personally don't really care. I'm going to call him Susan just because it annoys people. So there we go. I'm going to give you guys a build. I'm going to show you his abilities real quick. So pause here if you want to read absolutely everything about the abilities. I'm going to just show you them really quick. So this is his one, slash, spin around, and then a dash that's simply an escape. His passive, when one of your abilities is on cooldown, you get 4% movement speed for it. So you've got all your abilities are down, that's a 16% movement speed buff. Quite nice. And this is why I'm going to call him the in and out assassin, because that's all he does. He deals damage and he can leave. So slash, the dash doesn't deal damage, so you're going to use that to get away. The 2 is just basically a pull, which is kind of different. I like it. Another thing I really like is his attack speed. Not his attack speed, his attack animation. Look how cool this is. That is absolutely badass. So his 2 is pretty simple. It just deals damage, and if you get them on the inner bit, like on Nems, you actually pull them. There you go. The 3's a little bit like Humbat's, a little bit different. It's like Humbat's, if Humbat's ability was to tick. So you throw it on somebody, it has collision, so it hits on the first person, and then it basically creates a little rain cloud above them, and you can teleport to it if you need to. So then we can just dash away with that. It's awesome. Now, his ultimate's also pretty cool. I'll show you that in a second. I think I've covered everything. His abilities are really, really simple, and it doesn't really matter like how you level your abilities, in my opinion. So there we go. The 3 gets its cooldown reduced if you teleport to it, which is kind of cool. His whole ability set is basically just go in there, you deal a ton of damage, and you can leave pretty safely. I really like it. You don't actually have to hit anybody to be able to teleport to this, by the way. You don't actually have to hit anybody. Now, his ultimate, you may be a little bit surprised with how big this is. So basically, you wind it up, you can point whichever direction you want it to go in, whichever direction you're facing, and then you can throw it. That's going to set up so many people for a Wheelix's ultimate right there. So that's pretty much it. That's a really simple ability set. The build is a little bit more complicated because he's an assassin, and when you're playing an assassin, you can build them however you want. I personally go Transcendence if I think I can stack. If not, I go Warrior Tabi, Jotuns, Breastplate, Bulwark, Titans, and Shifter's Shield. Shifter's Shield is replaced usually with Transcendence. If you don't get Transcendence, you just get Shifter's Shield at the end. But obviously, a build depends on how you play. That's what works for me. I recommend you fill with it. I'd use this as a base build until you're comfortable knowing what you like with Susano or Susan. Just fiddle with your own build. It's always best. It's always the best thing to do. So we can just pull people. He's just got so much chase on him. Like, you can do your ability set, your 1, and you can dash up to somebody. Then you can throw that at them, teleport to it, and then you can pull them with your 2 when it's up. That's ridiculous. He's a cool god. He doesn't really add anything incredibly new, but he is pretty cool. So let me just show you changing the orientation of it. So if I point it here and then I turn this way, see, you could see it. It basically goes wherever you're looking. You don't have to like cast it again or anything. You can it just goes wherever you were looking at the end of its wind up time. It's cool, and it does pull people in while it winds up as well. Really, really nice. So there's a little pull. There it is again. He doesn't deal insane damage. I feel like he is pretty balanced, though. I don't see him being that overpowered. His art in general is really cool. I'm using the default skin, not the recolor, because it's blue, and I prefer blue to the other one. I just feel like they did a good job. They did a good job making a god that wasn't incredibly broken and also isn't incredibly overpowered. There really isn't much else I can say about him, to be honest. How much movement speed do we get after the entire ability set? Let's see. So there we go. We get 483 movement speed when everything's on cooldown. Awesome. I just build assassins as like kind of warriors. I like to get pen and damage and then a little bit of protections too. That's just me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's just going to be a short little video. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and as always, stay frosty. I've just found one little bug for those of you that haven't clicked away yet and are still watching. Look at this. If you throw a 3 at close range, you can keep tapping 3 and it stacks, and you can just keep hitting it. Look at the bottom, where the abilities are, it's broken. I don't know what's happening, but I'm essentially dealing infinite amounts of damage right here. That's awesome. And I don't even have that. Didn't even go on cooldown. So there's the little Easter egg for those of you that have stayed to the end of the video. Let's see if it works on the Ra real quick before I cut this. Hold on, I'm being blinded. Ra, please. No, okay, hold on. He slowed me to the point where I wasn't able to get close enough. Ra, please. There we go. Oh! It works! It works and it's freaking horrible. Okay, beautiful. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all tomorrow, and as always, stay frosty.